Tharaka, then the eastern part of Mlima. Obviously hawataenda ODM, obvious hawataenda kwa Ruto.
There is this some of the possibilities that I was just reading some articles, then someone was trying to say that can really Kindiki deputize Kalonzo if these things now imekuja, kwa sababu for Kalonzo ticket to work, he might have these two individuals. Either he will slide with Luya, and when you look critically in Luya, there's no that a firebrand politician or rather who is taking the shape of the national. The likes of Eugene Wamalwa, hao ni wanafanya tu vitu zao. So it forces it now to bring in someone like Edwin Sifuna. That's another conversation we are now trying to enter in.
Of recent, I've seen Natembeya, but recently amenyamaza.
Natembeya is also the other days I told you his opponent Bisau Kakai had to call me direct that the ground is not even pro Natembeya. So that's aside. Can really this Kindiki akishatimuliwa na Oburu, the conversation imekuwa, can he go now to deputize Kalonzo Musyoka? No, politics has no permanent friends and enemies.
Yeah, there are no permanent friends and enemies, but for this sake, my friend, Kindiki is an enemy. For instance, okay, let's see the united opposition at first.
Yeah.
We have Rigathi Gachagua, we have Martha Karua, we have Eugene
Wamalwa. I think most of united opposition is created with the people of the mountain.
Yeah. So you see, with all these people, obviously, when they try to make it, obviously, these all people should be brought into the government. Yeah. So you see, we also have Matiang'i.
True.
So you see, and according to maybe opinion polls, you have seen people talking about Kalonzo being deputized by Matiang'i.
But this is a new onset. You know, have said things are aligning.
Okay, they can align, but there are no permanent enemies in politics. But for this one, it's going to be hard. You know, we have something. Look at the people Kindiki ataleta and the people. We have also to consider that.
So you know, the main factor there, they want to deliver the whole of Mount Kenya votes to Kalonzo. And let's take, for example, the new registered voters and the voters that were there. It might be roughly to 5 million votes. Because when you look at the data of the last election, William Samoei Ruto garnered roughly to 4 million. Then Mzee 1 million and something. So zikikuja pamoja zitakuwa roughly to 5 to 6. Tuseme hizo zote ziende kwa Kalonzo. Then Kalonzo alete zao za Ukambani mbili hizo. Already anakuwa with the 8.55 million votes. Atujeka za Western Kenya, atujeka za Matiang'i. So for that mathematics numbers calculation, where I sit, it might be this guy akikuja aseme wakae na Rigathi Gachagua wakubali wacha sasa tupe Kindiki, and it will be very hard for Rigathi to accept Kindiki to be the running mate. But credentially Rigathi wanasema state to be impeached deputy president of Republic of Kenya.
So
when you are impeached you cannot take. So the only person who will be likely to be taken from the mountain to retain that deputy president seat, it might be Kithure Kindiki. And from there Kalonzo also, they may agree, let us go for one term for us to rescue these things, then the other term the mountain seat will be zitaenda for Mlima. But when mountain decided to follow William Samoei Ruto, then Ruto dumped Kithure Kindiki. It will be hard for them to bring the leadership again. Because after Ruto, it will take them next 15 years. After Ruto is opting now, anaweza pea Muluya, ama kama si Muluya, si Mjaluo amekuja, labda ataenda atakuwa the next president. Then it will take this Luo Kikuyus out of power for roughly 20 good years. So for them to come to calculate very fast, they should also put aside their ambition and remove William Samoei Ruto out of the power, or rather in their negotiation in any other way they may say that okay, Kalonzo, we are giving you only to clear the message that William Samoei Ruto amefanya, then in 2032 allow Kikuyu to stand, then there will be a good move from there. Now the sides of Edwin Sifuna, can he really deputize Kalonzo Musyoka?
You see, no, I don't think Sifuna can. She said he's bidding for the senatorial seat in Nairobi. But as for now, I don't think, you see, for him to be fit, you know, some people, kuna top management ya United Opposition, tu ni wengi for real. So there are approximately 7 people. So you see, hata ukianza kugawa this power between these people, Sifuna ni watu wako huko chini. Maybe akuja apewe maybe like a minister position.
But you know what you are talking about, we need votes.
Yeah.
Atuhitaji sasa wewe, let's take for example of Matiang'i. Utakuwa hapo unasema this person also amegrow kisiasa, but what are you bringing to the table? That is what we want to look at it. What are you bringing to the table? If Sifuna can say that I can bring 4 million lawyers votes to the table and together with other people I'm acceptable the countrywide, why don't he given that position? We look for the votes, and the main issue is to get Kasongo out of power, whichever the means they will use. Wanasemanga the end will not even justify the mean in this process.
Yeah, so but for Sifuna deputizing Kalonzo, it's a bit difficult. For a fact, that's very difficult indeed.
Decisions.
But you see, for Sifuna, si amesema anataka senator. What I'll try to advise him, and to senator for this term, but maybe in 2032 it tries to advance
so
politically.
But if I were me to say, angeenda Papa Roma style, you know, Papa Roma style, ran for the senator and still he was eyeing for speaker. So immediately he put aliweka multibet. So let Sifuna place a multibet in this coming general election. Let him run for senator, join loyal opposition, and when he wins the Senate, then he resigned. He now given a powerful minister in that government.
I think now that one could work.
That is a multibet, because you know you are not sure if whatever you are
eyeing, you are going to
get it.
You know, you never know the outcome. This is Kenya. We know what has been happening since the independence. So
Papa Roma's side, Papa Roma's moment.
But now maybe let's talk about Sifuna senatorial seat now. So recently, after Jalango had an interview with President Ruto at State House, that's when walikuwa na discuss mambo ya Jalango kwenda for senator. So I've seen Jalango himself akitweet, he knows Sifuna has the ground, it's not easy to defeat Sifuna, lakini Ruto alimwambia just try. Ni kujaribu.
So meaning that Jalango is not even his ambition to run. It's a Ruto's project.
It's just a Ruto's project in this.
So that simunajuanga venye vifaranga za computer work, so that they can rig out Sifuna and give Edwin and give Felix Jalango. But things is not going to be as he is expecting. Things has really
despite being the faranga of a computer, this is my take on that. You see, maybe this is a Ruto's project. Aliona Sifuna anaenda mbio on this one term issue. Aliona this guy. So if you ask me for real,
but Jalango cannot bring down Sifuna. Actually, in just open discussion.
Okay, but for me, if you ask me about Sifuna being removed as the CJ of the party, I'll tell you that maybe Ruto has a hand in it. Just that I can't justify. But according to me, waliona this
Ruto is the one who mwenye amemtoa. So do you think that is Oburu controlling the party? Oburu is not controlling the party. The person controlling the party is a State House. And you have seen when they had a press conference, whom were all accusing was Ruto. That the party is now being controlled at State House, not even at the party headquarters.
But that's why I heard Sifuna saying that he has never been summoned by the disciplinary committee of the party.
You come to
without any sermon, but that's unconstitutional. And maybe our on Jalango, that I was talk about my take on it. Maybe time Sifuna alikuwa anakimbia mbio sana, so Ruto aliona maybe a bring in Jalango ndo arudi huku, so Sifuna atane na mambo ya opposition, arudi sasa aanze kushika ground ya huo senator mwenye, like sasa arudi aanze campaign mwenyewe.
But if you really follow the last election campaign, Sifuna did not campaign in Nairobi. Yeye alikuwa anafanya siasa na baba, but he really get the votes in Nairobi, and zilikuwa kura nyingi kuliko za president, meaning that the ground is still pro Sifuna. And guys, as we wrap up, what is now wanasemaje, as we wrap up, what do you really topics that you could like us to cover in this political landscape as it's taking shape? As obvious, you can drop your thoughts in comment section. We shall be doing our best to read and reading your mind, and also coming up on the next discussion. And with that, I'm Mkuu Politics together with
Nico Savala, Trends Flag.
Thank you. There we are. Bye bye. Let's meet in our next discussion. It will be after every 3 days. We'll be getting us intact. Today is Asante, whichever the time this podcast will be aired. But again, you will be receiving it now after every 3 days as we discuss the political situation in this country. Whichever where you are watching us from, be it you are in country, be it you are abroad, be it you are watching us in any other continent, what we can say that we really value your support. Taking our time to watch us until this time is not something that we could take it for granted. We really appreciate. It's very hard for people to listen to young minds, and it's very hard for people to believe in young minds. They normally say hawa ni watoto, but kindly you have done that favor. Bye bye. May God bless you.